Hey guys, it's Kaz here, and today I'm doing the the Boujee Booktuber Tag. I don't think I was tagged by anybody. I haven't wrote it on here that I have, so probably not. But the original is by a book Olive, so obviously I'll leave that below. Let's just get into it. Question 1 is, what is your average monthly budget for books? I don't have one. I mean, sometimes, like October, check out my October haul. I buy 29 books. Well, I didn't buy them all. Some of them are birthdays. I acquire a lot of books. And some months I don't. I think September I had maybe a half or a third that amount. It's just whatever I find. I do a lot of my shopping online or in charity shops. So if there isn't anything for cheap, then I'm not going to buy anything. If there's loads of things for cheap, I'm going to buy loads. So I don't really have a budget. Question 2 is, what is the most you've ever spent in a bookstore? I can't recall ever spending a lot in bookstores because, like I say, I do most of my spending online, or if it is a bookstore, it's like a second-hand bookstore, so even if you're getting a lot, it's not going to be costing a lot. So I can't even answer this question. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at this tag. If we're talking Amazon, then ooh, some pennies. Some pennies. But we're not said bookstore, so you know. So question 3, and I feel like I've already answered it, but I will answer it again, is, are you willing to pay full price for a brand new release, or will you wait until you have a coupon or there's a sale? And if my answers for the first 2 questions are anything to go by, I'm sure you all know that no, I will not spend loads of money on a new release. I will wait for that sucker to go down in price. Not necessarily a sale or a coupon. Like I say, most of my buys are second hand, so I'll just wait until I find one second hand. The only time I've ever really bought new releases is when they were cheap anyway. So I remember I pre-ordered A Court of Wings of Ruin because it was like £4, so I thought that was acceptable. Or to be fair, I did pre-order. I can't remember if I pre-ordered or bought it straight away when it came out. Rabbit and Robot by Andrew Smith, but you know it's Andrew Smith, so. And this was like £11 or something, I think. That's a lot of money for me for a book. But in general, no. I really want to read King of Scars. Haven't got it yet because it's not cheap. I really want to finish The Dark Artifices off. Haven't bought Queen of Air and Darkness because it's not cheap enough yet. That's how I roll. Question 4 is, would you rather buy one new book or several less expensive used copies? 1000% the used copies. Even like for Christmas and stuff, in the past my mum said, here's an allocated amount of money, you get the books you want, and then that'll be what I'm buying you for Christmas. And even then, when it's not my money, I'm like, I really want that book. Oh, but it's £7, that's a lot of money, so I should just buy these 2 secondhand other ones instead, even though it's a present and that's the time I should be getting them because I'm not paying it out of my own money. Even when it's somebody else's money, I'm like, oh, that's too expensive for you to pay for a book. It just feels like a lot of money to me. You know, you read it and then it's done and you're like, how have I just spent this a lot of money on it? So second-hand ones, several, yes. Question 5 is, what do you think is a reasonable price for a new hardback, a new paperback, and a new ebook? So, as I say, I don't really buy new. Paperback books, I will buy them new if it's like the £4 mark. When stuff go on sale and it's like £4 and it's not second-hand, it's new, I'm like, you know what, I'll pay £4 for that book. That seems reasonable. For a hardback, maybe £6 or £7. Obviously I spent more on the Andrew Smith one, but that's like special circumstances. But in general, if it's like in double figures, I'm like, no. And even if it's about £8, I'm like, no, that's a lot. Ebooks, free. I know some people really enjoy reading the ebooks. I like reading ebooks. I don't do a lot of it. I've got a lot of them, but I haven't read many, but I do enjoy it. But I will never spend money on ebooks. It just feels like I'm spending money on nothing. It's the same reason I buy CDs and not electronic music like iTunes or Spotify. No, Spotify you don't have to pay for, do you? iTunes or other music places. I don't like buying stuff off there because it feels like it's not real. I need it physical. Give me a physical CD, give me a physical book. I will read ebooks. I've downloaded a fucking ton of free ebooks and I've enjoyed most of the ones I've read, but I will not spend any money on an ebook. No thanks. And it's crazy, some of them are crazy expensive. Like all of A Song of Ice and Fire, I got the box set, the physical box set of A Song of Ice and Fire for cheaper than my sister got the ebooks. You know, free books. Ebooks, free books. Any more than that? No. Question 6 is a signed book worth more to you? A first edition maybe, perhaps? First edition, I don't care about. I don't even look. It's not really a thing that I really look about. But also, I feel like I'm gonna go against that answer in a few questions time. Stick around for that bit. Signed, not really. I feel like books that mean the most to me are the ones that I like the most. If I give something 5 stars and I enjoy it a lot, that's going to mean more to me than if a book is signed and I enjoyed it less. But I feel like if I met authors and got it signed that way, then maybe it would be more sentimentally important to me. But in general, I don't really care if there's a signed edition, to buy the signed edition, because it's just like the author's gone through and signed 1,000 things. It's not personalised, it's a scribble. So it's cool, but it's not essential or anything that I really care about. Question 7 is, what is your most valuable book? Either price-wise or sentimental. And this is a question that I'm going to kind of go against what I just said, but there's a reason for this. And I did have a think, because I felt like this question was quite hard. Because, like, you know, I'm a cheap ass, so I haven't got that many real expensive books in value. But in sentimentality, and also a first edition, so obviously I was lying about that bit not being important to me. Heirs of Power by Kay MacLeod, the first edition. This was my sister's first book that she brought out. It looks like this now, as you can see. It's a lot prettier and it looks a lot more professional. But this is the first version that she brought out, and it was the first book. Obviously it's very sentimentally valuable to me and it's important, and yeah, you should read it. You should definitely read it. Question 8 is, will you pay more for a cover or edition you like better? Categorically, fuck no, give me the cheapest one. I don't care what it looks like. The only thing I'm not really a massive fan of is like movie cover ones, but if I'm buying it in a charity shop and it's 50p, I don't care. It's about what's inside the book, not what's outside the book. I have loads of series that have hardbacks and paperbacks and different versions of the covers in one set. Don't care. It's still got the same stuff inside, so no. So question 9 is, what physical characteristics does a good book have? And for me, the physical characteristics that the physical characteristics that a good book has is, you open the book, you read the book, and you love the book. Doesn't matter what it looks like. I guess font that's not faded so you can read it. That's what it physically should have. No pages ripped out so you can actually get the full story. But in terms of what it looks like or what it smells like or what it tastes like, it doesn't matter. It's about the book inside, and that's how I feel about that. And question 10 is, if you won the lottery, what bookish things would you buy with the money? Oh my god, all the things. I love shelving for some reason. I just really like shelving or furniture that you can put stuff in, so I would have the best shelves. I would have rooms full, library. Obviously buy all the books that I want to buy. It's the lottery, give me all the books. And a nice chair maybe. You can read in the chair. Maybe even some bookish merch. It's not something I really have a lot of, but it's fun, and if I had a shitload of money because of the lottery, then it would be something that I could just throw money at that doesn't matter. Maybe I would pay Funko to do some decent Funkos. I have a couple, but I feel like stuff that I like they don't actually do. Maybe I'd force them. I mean, this is literally not even a book, but I would force Funko to make Donnie Darko Funko Pops because I would buy the shit out of them. Donnie Darko and Frank, yes please. That's what I would do, even though it's got nothing to do with books. And if I had loads of money, I would also like to make other people read, send books to people, buy books, make some of them little library things that are outside and people could just take the books. All the fun stuff. Post books through, like a little bookish Santa just in people's houses in the dead of night. Bang, there's a book. Bang, there's a book. Hope you like that. Maybe I'd do that. Be book Santa all year round. And then there's a bonus question of give an image of your perfect home library, and I don't know, I don't have one. Maybe I could find one. If I can find anything, there'll be something here, but if there isn't something here, then I didn't find one, and obviously the perfect one doesn't exist yet because I haven't made mine. So yeah, there we go. That was the Boujee Book Tag, bookish Boujee, the Boujee Booktuber Tag. I feel like I've been rambling for ages. Normally I don't. Normally I'm like, I'm not. I chat shit all the time. Hopefully this isn't too long. If it is, I've cut out loads of good stuff and I bet you wish I didn't, but you won't ever see it. Anyway, let me know down below any of your questions to these answers, or if you agree with mine. Do you buy a lot of second hand? I feel like this is quite a fun year, so the Boujee Booktuber tag, all the money we spend on books, and I'm like, give me it for 50p. I don't care if it's raggedy, and that's how I roll. So let me know down below if you're the same. If this is your first video by me and you enjoy it, then please check out some of the others, and if you continue to enjoy, then please subscribe, that'd be awesome. Anyway guys, I will see you in a few days with another video. Bye.